right, everybody. Good morning and happy Friday. A pretty good end of week today, but I want to go through the trades that I took today. I missed out on one of the biggest moves in the market today, ran over 500%, and I'm break even on it. And we're going to talk through why. It was still a really good day today. I've got a really nice swing going on IBIT from yesterday. We had some really good trades this morning on CVM and FAAS, and overall just a really good morning. But missed out on the biggest stock of the morning on INKT. I had a perfect entry, and we're going to dive into exactly what happened. But I want to start with CVM first, and we'll go through the list here. But a really good day. So to real quick show you how we did today, sitting here with a couple of nice opportunities. We had CVM, FAAS, IBIT, PROK. It was a good day. The watch list crushed it, but one issue with the execution today cost me a lot of money. And when I say cost me, I mean more so the opportunity of money left on the table. So CVM was really good this morning. Got some really nice pullbacks off of VWAP. We had this here, obviously, beautiful confluence here. Breaks up through this high from pre-market, sitting back here around $6. Breaks up through that high, pulls back. We start to see this base form off of VWAP, candle low, pulls back again, rejects off this level again. Then we had this next candle here, this really small bodied candle here, which again shows that sell side weakness. So was looking for a curl off this past high off of VWAP. Took the entry here after we again formed that higher low and got a nice move here. Right? You can see here from the 606 all the way to about 671. So a really nice play here. Played it back up into the top of this wedge. Took profit. Saw price pull back again. Took it back off the pullback for a little play into the bell and took a nice trade at the open. Now this thing collapsed after the bell, literally halt. Disgusting. But really good opportunities here today nonetheless. So I had my 2 wins here to start the morning. This was already nice. And I also had IBIT, of course, overnight, which I was pretty happy with. But that was the swing with the Bitcoin move. Moving right along, we had FAAS. This was my next sort of nice size win this morning. This thing was also really nice. Now, we had this thing start moving up through the highs today and, of course, broke up through its high of day on a lot of volume. Look at this here on the break of that 10:03 high. Broke up at 10:03 a.m. this morning over 60 cents with a ton of strength. And so I'm looking for a micro pullback. We get a pullback here off the 5 EMA. I'll take that first micro pullback, and I get a move here from 64 cents all the way up into almost, 75 cents a share. So, again, captured a really nice play here from 65 to about 75. And again, just super happy with this. I had about 10,000 shares on the play here. I was able to play this super nice. And again, really clean action here. Whenever we do have the action, we're able to execute to a T, right? Moving along from this here, we went on over to PROK. And this one was on the pre-market watch list this morning. I'll actually show you that pre-market list this morning. I was watching this here over 510 for the range to 8 and 10. And so I got a little bit aggressive here this morning. We saw the break of the high of day, and I'll actually show you on the 5-minute here. It's a bit of a, tells the whole story. So, no, it doesn't. Let me get zoomed out a little bit more. So looking back here now, you can actually see what we're looking at here today. And we had this sort of tightening wedge formed going into today. I was watching, actually zoom out more so you can even see from the hourly perspective here. So this thing looked fantastic. Look at this. Beautiful tightening wedge. And so once this thing chose direction today, I was like, let's get kind of aggressive. This was the same setup that BMNR had last week before it exploded another 200%. So I wanted to try and get aggressive on this. Larger float, 90 million shares, I believe it is. I could be wrong. I think it's about 90 million. Yeah, so a little bit of larger float. I traded it really, really well. Just didn't get any follow through. You can see here, price breaks higher on volume, massive on this breakout. I take the first pullback after confirming. I get a move to the upside. I tried to add over the high of day for the move higher. Gotten stopped the rest out at the initial entry, pretty much, or above the initial entry. So nothing really here, pretty much flat on this. Again, it just sort of is what it is. Still happy nonetheless. Moving on along from that, we had some ABVE, which, this one was just extremely choppy out of the bell. I played a couple of times, or I tried to play it once, really. And I tried to take the curl back over the 12 EMA, got nothing here, but was still holding front side all morning. And so I was like, let me try to take this here, because you can see out of the bell, had a beautiful setup here to try and play it back up into the top of its range. And so I was trying to play it here for the curl out of the bell, back up into the, upper the top of this channel here, and just didn't get it. So it ended up making the move later, but after chopping around and actually grabbing liquidity underneath that previous low as well. So again, kind of choppy there, but not too shabby. So that was that. But, most profits today came from IBIT, FAAS, and CVM. Those were like the few I actually had today I was able to execute on well. Because the big thing today with all that volume today was this INKT. And what a mess. So I had this happen this morning. I had the perfect plan. I'm looking for a dip and rip out of the first halt. And I was still able to capitalize a little bit on this. You can see on that second entry. but so much money left on the table here. So much. And it's because of this one missed entry right here where I'm looking at this out of the first halt. And of course, we're over its PM highs here. We're not over its, PM high. Over this range here broke out. And so I'm looking for a micro pullback here out of its halt. And we got it. But I got filled a little bit higher than I wanted. I tried to take some good share size, but I didn't want to be oversized. And back in hindsight, could I have held this through the move and just probably decreased my size? Yeah, sure. But, hindsight, I cut full looking for a lower entry to take that bigger size again. And lo and behold, it makes this first move without me. And this thing goes from 27 straight up through 30s. Now, I get into that one, thankfully, over that previous high up into the 30s. And I got to move here. I did move here. Out of the next halt, resumes well up into the 37s, get taken full profit, pulls back, and I try to take the pullback again for that move higher. The issue is, again, it's so premature with the exit here. I took the nice entry, took a nice exit up into the curl. But again, look at all of this left on the table here. So I was just so frustrated after this first one down here because, this is my lowest risk, greatest reward opportunity. Any other chance up here is, of course, a lower quality setup. And so with how slow it already was, this was the only stock that I knew that was moving. Obviously, we had profit cushion on CVM and, FAAS. Definitely could have risked on this with probably lower share size here and been okay. It's that bigger share size, trying to take more share size than I should. And, pair that bad fill that I got. I got a fill about $1 above where I wanted to get that fill. So, it's just those things. It just really is one of those things, and it just is what it is. So one where I had to stay disciplined today and not let it get to me. Otherwise, I would have started forcing trades and probably would have given back on this. But made the right call, made the right decision. I green day today. Thankfully, had those nice on CVM, the nice ones on FAAS. I was able to just lock in the week. It's been a really tricky week after market open this week so far. The summer's been a little bit weird. And really, I say the summer, really just the last 2-3 weeks. It's been a little bit different after market open, but good day today nonetheless. A nice little day. Nice week. Overall, super, super happy. The swings have been crushing it. You can even see here, nice little, mostly green today looks like from everybody else in here as well. But it was a good day. Just that INKT, man, would have taken my day up to definitely some pretty crazy heights for sure. But it's one of those things. You got to stay disciplined because look, even after doing this for so long, the thing is, you're going to miss setups. It's going to happen. You're going to miss them. And all you can do is just say, it is. I'm not catch them all. I'm not going to be perfect. There's no way to be perfect. We're all human. And so we just have to, be as we can be. Just trade as best as we can, stick to our rules, stay disciplined. And I can do every single day is just put our best foot forward and just try to move on into the next day, sticking to our rules and just trading the plan. So that was my morning today. While it was still locking a nice day today. So we're excited for next week. Super, super stoked. The action today and of course before the weekend here has been super nice with the crypto theme and everything heating up. So I'm really looking forward to the next week. That being said, to watch me trade stocks like this in real time every single day, to watch me miss stocks like INKT, make sure to claim that 7-day free trial. You can get alerts, education, chat room access, watch lists, everything else. So make sure to do that. That link will be down in the description below. Make sure to also subscribe for continued videos like this on a daily basis. And I'll see you back on Monday for yet another amazing day on Monday in the chat room.